guys, Claire from Fit Mums again. I just wanted to show you what you can do with these bands. These are the mini loop bands. I have other bands as well, but today I'm going to demonstrate some exercises using these that you can do during pregnancy and after pregnancy. A lot of people don't really know what you can and can't do with these, but they're actually very good for lots of different exercises. If I start with a couple of upper body exercises first, and then we'll move on to lower body, and I'll show you what you can do with these. Make sure you've got clearance from your GP, whether you're pregnant or you've recently had a baby, before you do any exercise at home or in the gym. Always make sure that you work on your core and pelvic floor before you go into anything high impact or any heavy weight training, because we need to make sure that your breathing is correct, your form is correct, and that you're not overdoing it the first few weeks after having a baby or during your pregnancy if you're fairly new to exercise. So I'll start off with a lighter band for this one. So we can do, so for upper body, I generally use this to warm up my shoulders and my chest before doing any shoulder sessions. I do between 12 to 15 repetitions, 3 sets of. So this is basically warming up your shoulders, but also your chest. And then we have, you can do some bicep curls with this by wrapping it around your foot. They're quite stretchy. This is probably going to snap now, knowing my luck. So you wrap it around your foot, and you can just do some nice bicep curls. You can do tricep kickbacks. So keeping your arm tucked in nicely and extending it back like so. What else have we got for? The other one I do, not so much with these, but you can use these, is band overheads, because that is really good for stretching out the chest and the shoulders. And if you're breastfeeding, or as you progress through pregnancy, you might find that you're quite tight across those areas. So this is actually quite a nice starter for your warm-up if you're doing a chest or shoulders workout. What else can we do upper body wise? Just trying to think. Biceps, triceps. I'm not sure how far these are going to extend. You can do a bent over row using a single arm row using these bands. So shoulder back. Don't forget, breathe on the pulling part of the exercise. Breathe out, pull up your pelvic floor if you can at the same time. Don't hold your breath. So we're going to move down to lower body now. So we can work on the hamstrings. Now, for balance purposes, you might want to hold on to something as you progress during your pregnancy, but generally you should be okay doing it like this. But obviously get a chair if you're unstable, which you may well be after the second trimester. So literally, your left leg, for example, slightly bent, shoulder width, your feet shoulder width apart, one band under one foot and the other band wrapped round the other foot. And then all we're going to do is take the heel up, not really far, as far as you can go, back down, touch the floor, back up, back down. This is going to work your hamstrings, and actually, although it doesn't look particularly difficult, if you do 3 sets of 10 to 12 of these, you will really feel it, and I can feel mine really working now. We also could use these for glute bridges. So these loop bands here aren't great. I have other ones that are fabric. These ones tend to slip and slide up your legs. If you're not able to lay flat on your back, get a pillow to prop yourself up, or right, okay, so legs, feel the tension on the band, so open the legs slightly, bring your hips up into a glute bridge and back down. This just adds extra tension to activate the glutes more. Nice and slow, activate your core as well if you can. Okay, next exercise is lateral raises. So feet shoulder width apart, and this is the starting position. Hold on to something if you need to. I'm going to hold on to this, and then we're literally going to have a slight bend in the knee that you're leaning on, and you're going to go out. You don't have to go all the way up, just out until you feel your glutes working. And again, 3 sets of 10 to 12 of this exercise. What else shall we do with this? You can also do these laying. So the further down your legs it goes, the harder it is. You'll feel it more. So I've got it around my ankles now, but if you had it higher up here, it probably wouldn't feel as hard. But you're also working your obliques whilst you're doing this. The other exercise you can do is the clam. Now for this, you'd need to put the band around your thighs, your feet together, and then literally, this band's not particularly tight, so you probably need a tighter one than this, but you literally open, touch the other knee, keep the feet together, breathing through the whole time. And while you're doing this, you can activate your core by pulling your belly button into your spine gently, and you can also do your pelvic floors at the same time. So this is really good again for your glutes. The other thing we can do is a band walk. So for this, these bands are actually quite irritating because they're not very good bands. I have got better ones, as I say, they're fabric, and I should have worn them really. But these are more stretchy, so you can do more things with these. So you go into a squat position, and you walk to the side, and then back again, back, and back. You're really going to feel that in your quads, your glutes, everywhere. You can also do forwards walking, crab walks, which look a bit silly. You go down as low as you can, and as you're going along, you pull one leg out to the side at a time. It's actually probably in this, because I've got this band's quite loose and not a very good resistance, it's better if I go like this, and then you can go backwards. Okay, so that's going to help strengthen up your legs. I'm trying to think what else you can do with this. You can use it for hip thrusts as well. If you were to lay on a bench, I'll just demonstrate. Normally I would have a bar across my lap, and this is for hip thrusts. Get your back, your shoulder blades onto the bench, knees, legs at 90-degree angle. Open your legs until you can feel the glutes activating. Drop your hips down and squeeze up to the top. So down and squeeze up to the top. And this is a fantastic exercise. It's very similar to the glute bridge. You could use a kettlebell or a bar or a dumbbell to lift your hips, so to give you more resistance. But obviously just be careful where you're placing it, and obviously some of these bars you can get pads for them, or you can put a little cushion underneath if you have one at home. So there you go. So we have a little bit of upper body with the bands, a little bit of lower body with the bands, so there actually is more that you can do with these bands than you think. The other thing before I go, while I remember, is this one. So obviously if you need to lean on something, lean on it. Bring your leg up, lean slightly over to one side, slight bend in the knee that you're leaning, the leg that you're leaning on, and bring that up into an oblique workout. That's phenomenal. And that's really going to target here. So although you're not trying to lose weight during pregnancy, you're trying to maintain and keep yourself fit and active. It will keep your obliques nice and strong. And then obviously repeat and do the other side. As you get stronger, you probably won't need to lean on anything. So there you have it. So these bands are actually very, very good for lots of different exercises, and hopefully I have helped. This is if you don't have weights. As long as you're using some form of resistance, you're still going to make changes and keep yourself fit and strong during pregnancy. And actually, these bands are phenomenal. And there are other bands out there as well. You've got TheraBands, which are longer and stretchier. You've got the fabric bands, which are better for glute work because they don't slip and slide down your legs. But these ones are latex ones. You can get non-latex ones. But there's just some examples for you. So I hope I've taught you something today, and good luck. And if you need me, you know where I am.